Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about the moon sextile or trine to Venus in a natal chart. Now, as some of you may remember, when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects in a natal chart. They were a little bit concise, and some people may have referred to them as snappy. So what I decided to do was make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up is, well, if you have the moon sextile or trine your Venus in a natal chart, you may readily and easily meet that need, which is the moon for love and relationships, which is Venus. And the thing is, if you're say if you have your Venus in Gemini, as an example, it could be where you're looking for relationships where people are cerebral, you know, that can stimulate you intellectually, people that are versatile, multifaceted, may even be with people that are that have a Gemini sun, moon, or ascendant, or even embody those characteristics. And another thing too is that these aspects can also be auspicious for fulfilling, again, that need, which is the moon, to make money, which is Venus. If Venus is in Sagittarius, say, as an example, money may be made in publishing, advertising, doing something with printing press operation, exploration, foreign travel, sports. It could be outdoor work, doing something as a college teacher, as some examples. And the thing is, also too, the moon sextile or trine Venus in a natal chart may also manifest in that ease of expressing, the emotions, which is the moon, and the sentiments, which is Venus. If Venus is in Leo, say, they may be ones that are very, demonstrative, loud, and boisterous. I actually have the moon sextile my Venus in the natal chart, but the thing is, you could say I haven't really readily met that need, in terms of the love and relationships. But you have to keep in mind, you do have to look at, other, placements, aspects in your chart as far as contraindicators and modifying influences. I do have Saturn square my Venus, so that might, be playing a strong role in this as well. But anyway, another way that these aspects may be expressed in the natal chart, it could be where you may easily be able to nurture and care, which is moon, for your relationships and important friendships, which is Venus. Venus is in Scorpio, these important, friends, relationships, and even, the significant other, marriage partner, could be people that are have a Scorpio sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody those traits. It could be people that are very, deep, provocative, disdain superficiality, people that are resilient, resourceful, empowering, transforming, passionate, and intense, as some examples. Now, another thing is, you also may readily be able to express the feelings, which is the moon, for the things that you're enamored with, that you love and enjoy, which is Venus. Now, let's say if Venus is in Taurus, as an example, those things you strongly love and enjoy, may be connected with simply making money and, accumulating possessions, resources, but, it could also be things associated with gardening, cultivation, agriculture, architecture, even carpet laying, working, doing things with stocks, as some examples, art, music. And let's say if another example, if Venus is in Aries, the things you strongly love and enjoy may be tied in with the military, could be volatile, combative sports, adventure, just doing things that are pioneering, welding, carpentry, as some examples. Now, another thing too, if you have the moon sextile or trine Venus in a natal chart, you may generally be in the mood, which is the moon, to express latent talents and abilities, which is Venus. Now, if you have, let's say Venus is in Virgo, maybe, simply being able to diagnose things, compiling data, doing things of a statistical, something associated with statistics or analytics. It could be organizing, compartmentalizing, cleaning, sanitation, things that are health related. Um, it could be, too, if you have the moon sextile or trine Venus in your natal chart, it may also be easy for you to value, which is Venus, your home and your family, which is the moon. Let's say if the moon is in Pisces as an example, at home and family, maybe, it could be that, your family members, some of them, or one or more may actually have a Pisces sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody those characteristics. It could be people, that are altruistic, compassionate, sacrificing, forgiving, those that might be very sensitive or emotional, ones that are idealistic, try to see the best in others, overlook others' transgressions and shortcomings as some examples. Now, another thing too about the moon sextile or trine Venus in the natal chart, it could also be, it could manifest in easily expressing, artistry, artistic prowess, ability, which is Venus, and it could be in the home, which is the moon, such as, interior decoration or design. Going back, let's say Venus is in Pisces, that could be, like abstract art, fictional fantasy art. If Venus is in Aquarius, it could be art that may be very unique, innovative, unorthodox, very ingenious as some examples. And another thing too is that another positive thing regarding these aspects are the marriage partner, significant other, even important friends, which is Venus, can be compatible with your unconscious side, which is the moon. If the moon is in Gemini, say, that unconscious side may be one that's mercurial, versatile, multifaceted, talkative, articulate, quick-witted, even loquacious, but even contradictory, as some examples. And another thing too is that if you have one of these aspects in your chart, safety and security, which is the moon, may be more beneficial in terms of your self-worth, your self-esteem, and how you feel about yourself, which is Venus. If the moon is in Aquarius, say, safety and security issues may be tied in to having, like say electronic, high-tech, computerized, alarm, security systems, in your home, things that are very advanced in order to have, your safety and security. And, if the moon is in Taurus, say, could simply be, financial acumen, having stability, monetarily, could be, as far as, your safety and security, and, or, this is where, it could be beneficial to your self-worth again, which is Venus. Now, another way these aspects may manifest in a natal chart, it could also be auspicious, for having the money, which is Venus, to spend on those that you are close to home with, which is the moon. Now, if you have your moon in Capricorn, say, those people you're close to home with, maybe Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or embody those traits. It could be people that are very structured, disciplined, consistent, ambitious, and responsible, as an example. Also, these aspects can be favorable for responding, which is the moon, to matters that are pertaining to money and possessions, which is Venus. Now, Venus is in Pisces, say, money and possessions, money may be made, through some Piscean outlet, whether it could be, something with poetry, dancing, photography, or the metaphysical, which includes astrology, as some examples. And the thing is, possessions, if Venus is in Pisces again, possessions may be tied into, like fishing equipment or things connected with boating or the sea, oceanography, type items. This is where, just how, as an example. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.